Hello and welcome to Old Lady Plays. I'm Kate, the old lady, and this is Sunshine on Leith, episode 25. Sort of. See, for one thing, last episode said that it was 23, but in fact it was 24. So it says 24 on the title, but in fact the title card says 23, and I said 23 in this episode, and that didn't work out. So this is actually 25. However, this is not the original 25 because I have already played the two games that I was going to be playing in this episode. Why? Because I already recorded these two. What happened? I forgot to plug my mic in. So I've got two beautiful, calmed episodes or games ready to be spliced together into one episode. And there's no audio. There's just none. There's no audio. So I'm going to have to briefly go through the results, and that'll have to do for today's episode. I'm really sorry about the screw up. I will endeavor to do better in future. Let's quickly go over what we did last time. Last time you saw us, we lost on aggregate to FC Copenhagen and beat Dundee. We went on to beat Motherwell 1-0 with a goal by Martin Boyle late. We went on to beat Hearts in the League Cup second round 1-0 on McGarten's goal just before half-time. Then we beat Hearts in the league 3-1 with Cammy Smith grabbing a couple of goals around Felix Guidetti. And after that we played Celtic away and we lost on a single goal. The shots were relatively even, especially considering that it was at Celtic Park. So we were pretty pleased with this. I thought that we played reasonably well. As you can see, very few people had poor games. Callum Crane and Andy Murdoch were pretty much it. Everybody else was at least average. So, not too much to complain about there, unfortunately. Well, or fortunately, I should say. Then, we started this episode, which should have been me introducing and then you getting to watch a brilliant 6-0 victory over Kilmarnock, away. With Cammy Smith, the attacking midfielder, picking up 3 goals, Dylan Magooch grabbing one after that, and then Felix Guidetti snagging a pair in the second half. We'll give you a little taste of it by going through the goals only here. It's not perfect, but at least you'll be able to see what the goals were like. And as you can see, we didn't wildly outshoot them or outpossess them or anything. We just were clinical. We had 8 chances and we put 6 of them in the net. Here comes one of them. It bounced off Danny Wilson's face to Guidetti. Guidetti finds Smith over the top, and his ball just dribbles into the net. Very straightforward. Guidetti involved again. McGarten this time up to McGinn. He cuts it back across the net, and Smith's header. This time it's Smith again, and we're up 2-0. Corner. Magooch takes it. Headed out. McGarten collects. Poyet finds Smith, and oh my, he's just chipped it for his hat-trick. Just before the half, Guidetti up to Magooch, and his ball easily beats the goalkeeper. After the half, McGarten outside for Gray, over the top for Guidetti, and an easy finish. 5-0, and one more to come. Fraser Murray that is, steps out on the left, crosses, and Guidetti finishes with ease. So yeah, a pretty clinical dismantling of Kilmarnock. Sorry you didn't get to see it live. Then we came back home to face Aberdeen, and we won 1-0. Guidetti getting the goal again, as has become usual. Notice, however, that the best player on our team on the day was Callum Crane, the young left-back. Now, this kid has been crushing it. Okay? Check this out. 5 games and 1 sub-appearance in the Scottish Premiership with a 7.55 average. His non-competitive, 8.0. His Europa League, 4 games, 7.32. This kid is playing off the charts. He's a 2-star backup left back, but he's playing just off the charts. I don't know what it is, why he's playing so incredibly well, but it's hard to argue with success. So, as you can see, we had a wet day and only a single goal to look at. So let's have a quick look at that, and then we'll call it a day. And hopefully I'll have the next episode in better shape for you. As you can see, we considerably outshot them in every conceivable way. 8 chances to their 2. We completely dominated this game, really. And there's Guidetti with the goal. Really as simple as that. Guidetti, by the way, is favoured in the Scottish Premiership as the most likely top scorer. And I am curious, I'm wondering where he is in relation to that right now, so why don't we just take a second and have a peek. Top goal scorers are Herrera and Dwamina from Celtic and Rangers, or Rangers and Celtic respectively, and the next 2 behind them are Cammy Smith and Felix Guidetti. So that's pretty good. We've got 2 guys up at the top of the list. They have to get down to Nicham and Ingebrigtsen to find the next goal scorers for them. So that's not bad. Cammy Smith is showing 47.8 minutes per goal. Guidetti a little more normal at 40 and 94.4. So that's kind of nice. I'm pleased to see that. How are we doing in terms of assists? Guidetti with 4. So he's been really quite a good player for us. Is there a average rating list? Nobody on that one. But yeah, Celtic Hearts, Celtic Rangers. And here we are, Hibernian, 7.65 all the way down to 7 point something, because there's Magooch at the bottom there. Yeah, so 7th through 12th are all our players. That's pretty good. And look at the ages of them too. I love this. Our team is young. You know, Magooch is one of the old men at 26. Check this out. 31-29. And that's it for anybody who's over 27. Danny Swanson there is 32, and F.A. Ambrose is 30. So our defense is getting a little older than the rest of the team. In that, you know, we could put out a defense that's all basically 30-year-olds. Although Aiden White isn't as old as that. He's only 27, yeah. So, anyway, that's enough waffling. I just wanted to show you as much as I could of this particular match because I screwed up. I am really sorry about that. I'm sorry you get a short episode today. Where will we be back? We will be back. Why don't we say Hamilton and Rangers? They're 2 teams we haven't played yet this year. That's a reasonable distance forward to go. Actually, let's make it just a little bit further. We'll go with Rangers and St. Johnstone. So I'll play these 4 matches and then I'll come back and show you Rangers and St. Johnstone. I'm hoping we can beat Rangers. We'll be at home, and I have a strong hope that we'll actually be able to beat them. So, wish us luck also in the League Cup quarterfinal. We've got St. Mirren, who I believe are down in the championship now. Yes, they are. They got demoted last season, relegated. So, they're doing quite well down there. Not very surprising. So, that's going to be what we're up to next time. And for this time, we're just going to go pop and say, I hope you hit like, even if it's a truncated, annoyingly short episode. You know, subscribe, Twitter, Patreon, all of that stuff. And I hope that you're having a great day. Take care.